All right, today, guys, I'm here with who?
Mike,
Mike, how old are you?
57.
57. Mike, do you still watch porn?
No.
How long has it been?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe about 6 months ago.
6 months ago?
Yeah.
So do you think that, do you have a relationship? Are you with a woman right now?
Yeah, I've been married for 27 years.
27 years?
Yeah.
So you still need to watch porn even with a wife?
Well, I just to see what's going on in the internet world.
What's this? What exactly you need to see? You got your wife. Don't you love your wife?
Of course I do.
But you need what's going on?
No, I just got to know what's going on in this whole information technology world, and how it just makes me curious how easy it is to get access to that kind of stuff. Back in the 70s and 80s, you had to if you wanted to do something of that nature, you actually had to sneak in your mom and dad's closet and try to find a tape if there was such a thing.
So now that technology is more prominent, do you feel like that makes it harder for people to stay in relationships? How do you think that affects?
I think it affects people's relationships now that it's so easy to access it, because I think it just takes away a little bit of a man's masculinity.
Really? What do you mean by that?
Well, instead of pursuing, the real thing, they're looking at illusions and fantasies.
Right, and that's what porn is, right? If you think porn is more of it's fake, it's not, it doesn't really help you with a real woman. That's what I agree. I think a lot of guys are so consumed with watching this illusion that they lose the touch with being with a real woman, and it makes them struggle more with women.
Exactly.
So what would your wife think? What would your wife think
She
about?
would just laugh at me.
Really?
Yeah.
So what is your
So she and we have a great relationship. We know how to laugh at each other and laugh at ourselves, and we communicate, well enough to overcome a lot of problems.
And that's lacking today, right?
Yeah, I think in order for a relationship to be successful, there's always, and it doesn't matter if it's your wife or your mom and dad or your brother and sister or me and you, there has to be some kind of negotiated peace.
Yeah.
Just like we kind of made in a negotiated peace to have this interview.
Right. So what would you advise a younger crew? Because you're an older man, mature man. What would you advise maybe a younger guy who maybe is struggling with pornography? Because a lot of young men are struggling with it. What would you advise to them?
Just try to get away from it. I don't know what else you can do to say to them, and focus on the goals. What are your goals in life? Do you want to go to college and get a degree, or do you want to create a business? But there has to be some kind of goals, and
Porn isn't going to do it. All right, porn isn't going to help you.
no.
So are you familiar with OF, OnlyFans? It's a new culture now that is made a lot of men are consuming women's content and making women rich because of it. How do you feel about that?
Well, if more power to them if they can enrich themselves.
Have you ever maybe watched OF?
No.
Thank God. Thankfully you haven't. All right. Thank you so much, man.
All right, sir.
Thank you.